Welcome to Round 5 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of November 4th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
Today we're taking a break from talking and complaining and obsessing, and instead we're shouting out things other people are doing that we think you'll find as useful or enjoyable as we do. We call this our Roundabout Roundup, and earlier this week we talked about the Tesla dealership that Terry and Nicole had visited, and apparently there was more to this meetup.
Yeah.
And Nicole is going to share something else she discovered on at that mall.
Another store that caught our eye.
Well, as we walked past it together, we both said, let's check this out. It is I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called Yogibo. I want to say Yogibo. And it's a store that sells beanbag products, but not like, I guess, they're beanbag products, but they're not like the chunky, hard beanbags. they're very
beanbag furniture,
soft,
we should say, not beanbags like you throw.
Furniture, yeah. Yeah, so there's different types of products. So there's the beanbag chairs, there's the beanbag couches, there's pillows, there are various, like lap desks, there's weighted blankets, and let me tell you, this is just like a dream come true. I would love to have a beanbag chair to sit on and do my work on at my desk because it's so uncomfortable sitting in a chair. And I actually got to try it, and I believe Terry has photographic proof of that. And unfortunately, they're not on the West Coast, though.
But I believe you can order them online, I'm sure.
I'm sure you could, yeah.
I bet the shipping is rather... I mean, these sound like these are heavy.
Yeah, I think the bean part would definitely be. Like, I don't know how that would work.
Right.
But, they're so, and it's that material, it's that fabric that is not like a cottony fabric they're on the traditional bean bags, but it's that kind of stretchy nylon-y type fabric, and it's soft. And anyway, that's for the beanbag chairs. The other blankets and stuff have other fabrics. But that's my shout out today is yogibo.com.
They were very cool, and they came in lots of different colors. And it was just, I think the main item was like just a big beanbag that was like maybe the size of 2 beanbag chairs, would you say? But just like one big piece. And they had a thing that you could put down the middle of it to be like a little rest, armrest or backrest to make it into a couch. Or you could set it up on one end, and then as you sat on it, it sort of became a chair. Now, this worked well for many people in our party. It did not work well for me, I think, because I'm too small. It just kind of tipped. But, it tipped over, and then I was laying down. So what's bad about that?
Yes, that's right. It did work
they
for
were
you
very good for lounging and very comfortable.
Yes, extremely.
And, my son used to be so much into beanbag chairs. He would have loved it. And it's also if you have a kid who likes to throw themselves down, I know I've seen products sort of like this for them, that you could just put this in their room and then they can just, throw their whole body down on it. It would be very therapeutic, I think, and comfy.
Oh, I think it's for a wide market.
Cool looking. Yes. So, I would definitely, if you're in the market for that sort of thing, or if you want to, furnish a kid's room in a cool way, might be something to take a look at. If you live on the east coast of the United States, or don't have a problem with large shipping fees, I guess.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe they compact in some way. Maybe they just give you like a bag of beans and then a cover.
That could be.
Some assembly required.
Right.
A little easier than IKEA.
Well, how about you, not Nicole, Terry? What are you sharing?
Well, I am shouting out a little experiment that I'm doing. I have, as I've said here before, I think, worn Converse low-top sneakers for a very, very long time. They're very lightweight and comfortable on my feet, and I like the way they look, and I feel kind of cool in them. But as Nicole has pointed out to me many times, they don't have much foot support. And I think as I passed 60, walking in my little Converse low tops, I think the time came when my feet said, yep, nope, we need some support. So I started to have a sort of a pain in my right foot that comes and goes. And when I wear I've mentioned my clogs a couple of weeks ago. When I wear my nice clogs with the foot support, I don't feel the foot pain. When I wear my Converses a lot, I feel it. So it's like, old lady, get yourself some arch support. So I was looking around the internet trying to find shoes that would be supportive to me and still kind of cool. And I've also been looking around for things that are made in the USA. I thought that would be a good thing to look for. And I found that PF Flyers, which were a thing when I was a kid, they were a shoe that kids wore for like basketball and activities. They have a line that is made in the USA. Not all their shoes are, but they have some, that are like considerably more expensive, but they're made in Boston. So I thought, well, you know what? They had some that were on sale. So I treated myself to a pair of, it's called Sandlot is the style. And it is in their Made in the USA line. And it's a high top sneaker that's all black. They sort of look like boots a little bit if you are wearing them under pants and nobody can see the big PF Flyer logo on the side. So I've just gotten them a few days ago. I have not worn them a whole lot, but they do have some good support for my feet. In fact, I think the PF stands for Posture Foundation. So, which is not cool, which is why they're called PF Flyers instead. But they do feel very supportive, and the high top also kind of straightens out my leg, I think, in a way that will be useful. And I will also say that the company, I did buy them in a sale when I got them out of the bag, which the presentation is amazing. Very, very sturdy, nice shoebox, and then it came with like a canvas bag on top of it instead of tissue paper, and then the shoes were in a plastic bag. And when I took them out, there was like a little smudge on the logo on the side, and then there was what looked like maybe a little extra glue on the toe of one of them. And so I, went onto their website and asked the customer support people how I should clean it, because it's all leather. And they gave me some advice, and they also gave me a $20 refund. So, a little money off of them. Very so cool. I thought that was very responsive customer service, and I was very happy to see that. So I think I will buy shoes from them again, and I look forward to breaking these in. They're a little stiff right now, but I may be changing my allegiance. My poor little Converse shoes are sitting here listening to this going, wait, don't abandon us.
You've been so loyal.
But you've made my feet hurt. So if these other shoes will not make my feet hurt, I think I'm going to switch. So if you too are looking for something a little more supportive and still a little bit cool and maybe made in the U.S., check out the PF Flyers line, Made in the USA. I think they're owned by New Balance, which also has Made in the USA shoes amongst their lineup. So I will report back on how they're feeling at a later date. And what have you got, Catherine?
Well, I will just mention that, it is still pumpkin season, even though Halloween has passed.
I would be happy for pumpkin
Thanksgiving
season to last forever.
Yes, we still have Thanksgiving coming. And my husband discovered this treat at Williams-Sonoma. Mm-hmm. And he found, they have the recipe there, and then they sell a couple of the main ingredients that you need to make them. They are called Ooey Gooey pumpkin bars, and they are quite delicious, and definitely they are gooey.
Are they ooey
kind
also?
Of taste ooey in a good way. Okay. They kind of taste like the filling of a pumpkin pie, but it's in like a bar with this kind of sort of spiced crust.
I want those right now.
That's how I would describe it. They're quite good. And you really, a tiny piece is very satisfying. Yeah. So yeah, Ooey Gooey pumpkin bars, I will link to the recipe on Williams-Sonoma. And you, like I said, you have to buy these particular ingredients at Williams-Sonoma in order to be able to make them. Maybe there's a way to finesse it if you're good at that kind of thing.
I love pumpkin, and I love spice, and I love things that are ooey gooey. So
yeah, well, this is right up your alley.
Yes, it does seem to be.
Check it out. Well, that's it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts to hear what we have to say about car tech, childhood basics like the ABC song, and having a vent buddy. You can also find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back on the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/mamatude, where you'll find links to a lot of the things we talk about here. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.